Named, of course, in honor of former superintendent of International School of Manila, Mr. David Toes. Succeeded effectively by Mr. Bill Brown, formerly the high school principal, of course, father of AJ and Wiramu Brown. And prior to his service here at International School of Manila, of course, the deputy and principal of the Jakarta Intercultural School. So, enough a little bit of IASAS history. We are now back in action here. It seems like Coach Anthony Joe and Coach Michelle Logan and Coach Ting Fan have said enough to their Taipei girls. Coach Andy Vaughn, Coach Chad Bates still chit-chatting on the far end. Perhaps wondering who's going to win the Six Nations fixture tonight between France and Ireland. But we're about to start. ISB going to pick up the ball and start from midfield. This time ISB in white, playing from right to left. And Taipei American School going to be defending the left goal line and playing from left to right. So here we go, second half action, 0-0 game. ISB, two-person drive, pushing the ball up the field, trying to take advantage of retreating defenders. Could it be true? Referee checking with her colleague. Colleague on the far sideline, deliberating, trying to confirm if the player was touched. So yes, the player was touched, so no try for ISB. TAS trying to organize their defense frantically. So TAS off the line now. ISB trying to take advantage of the gaps. Well defended by Taipei Tigers as usual. Excellent organization. So once again, Taipei able to snuff out the ISB drive. Girls, it seems to me that any time an attacking team is starting from the 7-meter line, so long as the defense is really well organized and fit, it's almost impossible to score. There's another diving play. I think she dove in too soon. Yeah, looks like a turnover. Whereas when you have open field ahead of you and you do a three-person drive, it's pretty easy to gain a lot of yards. So here come the Tigers. Pushing up the field. That's number 6, Elliot Sinclair. On the field, you might notice number 3, senior Ava Thornburg. Of course, Ava, the daughter of Taipei American School baseball coach, Mr. Jason Thornburg, along with her sister Addison, a grade 11 player. She's number 8 on the team. So that's one sister to the other sister. Could that be a try? No, the referee signals that number 4 from Taipei, Marley Mann, was touched. So here's number 3, Ava. Number 4, Marley, back to Ava. And the referee says ball was not placed properly. So here's a turnover. And ISB looking to run a three-person drive while they make some substitutes. So, girls, what can you tell us about a touch rugby game that actually goes to 0-0 draw at the end of a match?
I'd say that both of those teams would be really skilled in their defense and attacking. I don't really know what would happen in IASAS. I think it would just depend on who had the most wins and who had the most losses to see where they would go tomorrow after all the round robins.
Yeah, Roby, I think that for the round robin of IASAS, they do permit draws, so they do permit ties. But, of course, in the playoff rounds of IASAS, they have to have a winner. And I think the overtime structure for touch rugby is called a drop-off structure, where teams actually play with fewer players. And that every minute or so, one player gets taken off the field until the teams only end up playing 3 versus 3 on the big field, which, of course, creates way more space and opportunities for scoring. All right, unluckily mishandled ball by number 9, Elisa Bowe. It's probably not what the coaches drew up. Nevertheless, Taipei ends up with the ball. And we're going to see if they can put something together. Oh, there's one extra pass. Was she effectively defended? Yes, she was. The sideline referee says no try. Oh, well defended by Bangkok. Unfortunately, Taipei about to get 6 new tries because the Bangkok player knocked the ball out of her hands. So here's number 1. That's freshman Amy Chen again, trying to dive through. No score. So number 35 for ISB. Now that's the second penalty she's incurred inside the 7-meter line. When a player is offside twice, they get put in what's called the sin bin. They have to go stand in the corner by themselves. Very draconian, very old school, very 1950s education. It's kind of like the penalty box in ice hockey, but nevertheless what it results in is a 6-on-5 advantage for the attacking team. So as a defending team, you have to not take that big of risks while you are on defense. So here comes Amy for TAS. And attempt to dive in across the goal line to score. Unlucky. Bangkok doing a great job defending with just 5. Meanwhile, Bangkok player still standing all by herself in the sin bin. In the penalty box. So the Taipei fans believe that was a score. Ref's going to check with his colleagues. And it was. So there you have it, folks. The ISB 5-person defense not staunch enough to stop the Taipei onslaught. So we have the first points of the game as a result of 6 Taipei attackers attacking the 5 Bangkok defenders. So immediately, of course, after that try, ISB allowed to add the 6th person back onto the field. And so ISB now attacking themselves, trying to take advantage of Taipei retreating. Now Taipei defense, of course, also trying to stay disciplined and not give up a penalty so that they have to lose a defensive player with just So on defense here, the referee is requiring the defensive team to push off the line. And Bangkok trying to take advantage of the space behind the line. So great run there by ISB, number 28. And because she was the half, she couldn't score, so tried to pass. No joy on the score. So now here come the Taipei Tigers. Taipei are doing a great job pushing Bangkok all the way back to their own goal line. Now they're going to slow the game down. Mishandled play by the Taipei Tigers. ISB going to try to take advantage here. 7 minutes to play. So, Roby and Lauren, we see a lot of that where players think that they can break through the defensive line with a diving play. More often than not, it's actually stopped. Are players doing that because they know there's only one touch left and it's going to be a turnover anyway?
Yeah, I think so. And maybe also just to, try and see if you can make it.
So here we go. ISB ball. Taipei not placing the ball down effectively. Here come the Panthers, trying to gain some important yards against the TAS Tigers. Trying to work the ball out wide, running into contact, trying to generate an overlap. So here's the half with the ball. She can't be touched because it's a turnover. Well defended there by number 8 for Taipei. Number 8, of course, Addison Thornburg, Ava's sister. And that was 6 attempts. So Coach Jason Thornburg, of course, one of the legion of U.S.-based teachers who works at overseas schools. Jason himself hails from Minnesota, where likely there are other fans, IASAS fans, residing. They're in the snow right now. I understand that that Minneapolis got about 2 feet of snow in the last week and a half. So shout out to fans in Minnesota. Shout out to the Twins. Pitchers and catchers report in 10 days. And shout out to Mr. Max Mangelsdorf, who owes me 50 simoleons. So here are the Taipei Tigers pushing into ISB territory once again, trying to capitalize on ISB players retreating. Once again, uncharacteristically sloppy play by the Tigers results in a turnover for ISB. Here come the Panthers. 3-person drive executed to perfection. That permits the 3-on 3-out substitution. So Taipei being penalized here for being too rough with the attacker. So ISB getting 6 new attempts from the midline to get across the goal line. And once again, ISB executing a 3-person drive really effectively, but Taipei too well organized in defense. So here we go, ISB Panthers once again on the doorstep. TAS Tigers trying to score. Well defended by the Taipei Tigers, far too organized for Bangkok to crack through. We've only got 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to play here. This promised to be an outstanding game and a low-scoring game because of the effectiveness of both teams' defense. It's really going to take a miracle for ISB to crack this defense here. So that's 6 touches, and TAS is going to be able to push the ball up the field. So here we have the Taipei Tigers once again executing a substitution. Number 3, Ava, looking around. She passes to number 8, Addison. So sister to sister. There should be bonus points for that. Well defended there by number 29. Girls, what can you tell us about number 29 from ISB? No 29? Maybe it's 28, girls. You got a senior citizen up here with senior citizen eyes. We call it Masters Division eyes. Well, either way, here come the Panthers. Number 34, that's Emma Stevenson now with the ball. Panthers trying to lure out some of Taipei's defense and capitalize on the space between them. TAS, of course, trying to retreat as fast as possible. Sloppy play by the Bangkok Panthers. Taipei loves this. With 2 minutes to play, Taipei can really slow the game down. Let's see what signals Coach Anthony Joe sends in. Hands on his hips, holding a clipboard. That must mean something to his team. So executing an excellent substitution. Unfortunately, number 8 mishandles the ball. So that can't be what Coach Joe meant. Meanwhile, here come the Panthers. 1:43 to go. Referee didn't love where the ball was placed. Well, Taipei ball, midline. A little bit of roughing the passer. Shoving, pushing. So Taipei to get 6 new attempts. So here come the Tigers. Once again, mishandled at the doorstep. As Roby and Lauren told me, though, at halftime, that sometimes it's better to mishandle a ball in offense in the red zone because you actually don't give up a lot of territory for the defending team. Whereas if you mishandle the ball at the midfield or in your own red zone, that could be catastrophic for your team. So here comes ISB. Invariably, they're going to take some risks here. They only have 54 seconds. They've got to conjure up some magic. Maybe they can awaken the IASAS legendary spirit of former ISB Activities Athletics Director, Mr. Harold Albert. No, he's tuning in from wherever he is, watching his beloved Panthers play against the Taipei Tigers. So there's an unnecessary turnover by the Panthers, 30 seconds to go. TA is going to execute a 3-on, 3-out substitution. And here comes Taipei. You can really tell they're slowing the game down here, girls. They're just trying to keep possession, trying not to get their dummy touched, trying to control the pace of the game. Just 8 seconds left. Once again, shout out to both of these schools. Great effort here by the IASAS student athletes, both from Taipei American School and International School of Bangkok. Great risky try, great effort. Not actually a bad idea knowing that the game horn has just sounded and team leading by 1. ISB's got to go 65 meters without a turnover or the referee will whistle the game dead. Oh, great catch on the outside by ISB. And as you can hear from the Taipei American School fans, that's the ball game. So now let's talk about what the implications are for the tournament here. Taipei American School, 2 wins, no losses, and a draw. ISB, 2 losses and 1, 2 wins and 1 loss. ISM, 2 wins and a draw. So right now at the top of the table are Taipei American School and the International School of Manila. But ISB and ISM have yet to play a match. So thank you to all the fans who tuned in. Big thank you to Roby and Lauren, who were able to ditch class today and spend some time up here in the David Toe's sound booth. We appreciate you, and hopefully we'll get to do another game together. Girls, your final thoughts.
I think it was definitely a really tough game. Both teams showed the same level of defense, so it was so hard to score, and 1-0 just shows what a tough game it was. It kept going back and forth. I think there was some messy slip-ups, but definitely can be fixed for the next game. What do you think, Lauren?
I think the same. Everyone did super well, and it was a very tough game. And at the end, TAS won.
Yeah, but there were lots of good tries. Yeah, hopefully next time. Bye!
All right, big shout out to Roby and Lauren. Thank you to the ISM community for a great event. Stay tuned to the screen, folks, because you're about to see a miraculous transformation. Not as special as Madison Square Garden switching from an ice hockey arena to a basketball arena, but pretty close. You're going to see the field before you change from a touch rugby pitch to a rugby pitch. Thank you all, and we will see you later.